today we want to talk about what happened to you, Oma. You look like somebody hit you in the eye.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's a lot better.
Domestic violence? I know it's rampant right now.
Not exactly, no. Unless you call lying on a table and having the doctor cut your eye open. It
Not quite.
really wasn't violent and really wasn't painful except for a couple of pinches here and there. And I did a lot of deep breathing.
So what did you have done? Why did you have it done? What happened?
Well, I have very progressed glaucoma and I've had it for years. So my peripheral vision is shot. And so when I was going to the doctor for my visual field test, um, the technician took my eye and she taped it up. And I said, "Oh, I can see better." And she said, "Yeah, you should tell your ophthalmologist about this because Dr. Nicolela is my doctor, because there's a surgery that they can do and they can remove a portion of your eyelid so that, and then sew it up. Basically, it's an eye lift, doc, and Oma." And
yeah, so they do it not because it looks better, so you can see better.
So I can see better. So I can see better. So I was, they said it would be I'd be on a waiting list for a year. And I'm like, oh God, a year. So I had it done in September. Now we're in February. About a month ago, I called the doctor's office and I'd asked to be put on an immediate waiting list that I would be ready just living around the corner. And so I said, how many people are before me? And the lady told me 6. I figured, oh, 6. It's going to be a while, So last week, a week ago, this Tuesday, no, on Monday, I got a call. So a week ago, Monday, I got a call and said, would you be available to have your surgery done tomorrow? I said, yes. So that was it. I went in, I had the surgery done. It's been a week and 2 days now, and I'm healing very well. And there is a difference in my vision. I can see better now with my left eye, meaning not the vision is better, but the amount of field of the vision is wider.
You see a wider area, so you can grasp more things. You can see a bigger area of the page,
Yeah.
right? Because I know you need to see everything in
because
direct
it helped with the amount of peripheral vision loss that I'd had by just opening the eye up.
And I know so many seniors deal with loss of vision, partially or completely. How have you been dealing with the fact when they told you, sorry, you can't drive anymore? That is a tough one.
Nobody told me that. I decided on my own.
Wow.
The reason being, well, I know that people who have the amount of vision loss that I have, which is, I'm clinically blind with the amount of vision loss that I have in both eyes. But I decided that, and I used to drive in New York City, actually. I decided that maybe the wisest thing to do, the most prudent thing to do, was not to drive for other people's safety and my own. And at the time, I was living in New Jersey in the US, and I was coming back to Halifax. That was in 2008. And that's when I gave up driving. So I was only here a year, and then I ended up going to India and Bali and all of that, and I didn't drive there. And so it's been some time. So I didn't really miss it so much, except now, now I wish I was able to drive because I'm then dependent upon other people to do certain things. Although I have a bus pass that I can go anywhere in the city and I don't have to pay, which is nice. So it's from the not the Commission for the Blind. Here it's called the
CNIB.
CNIB, Canadian National Institute for the Blind, right? Is that it?
Yeah.
It's
The
so
blind, and it's also for those that are nearly blind or legally blind or losing their vision or afraid
right,
of losing their vision.
right,
And
exactly. So they gave me a bus pass, which is wonderful. I can go anywhere, with around HRM, around the city, and that's nice. I like that.
it's
Uh,
lovely. But I talk to people that are about to lose their vision or their vision gets progressively worse. And one of their biggest fears often is not being able to drive, because for them it might mean losing their independence, having to give up the place they live because it does not have bus connection.
True. Well,
What
true.
would
You know
you
what?
tell those people?
Where I live in the middle of the city, right downtown, everything is at my disposal. I'm lucky in that way. I can walk to things.
Right.
Now, the only thing that when I walk, I'm always having to look down at my feet to see where I'm putting my feet so I don't fall. But other than that, I get around well. So I don't walk at night in the dark, because then that's not a good thing to do, unless I'm accompanied by somebody. Then, but I'm very independent, and I paint, I write, I do computer work, I do all of that stuff. And the thought came to me, what if I ever lost my sight, or lost more of it, so I wasn't able to function like that? I'm a dog lover, and I get a beautiful seeing eye dog. That's what I want. That's what I would do.
So it's important, would you agree, for those people to be able to gain some flexibility and make a choice and say, would you rather stay where you are in the house, say where you lived for the last 20 years and have no bus service and are dependent on driving,
Yeah.
or would you be able to make a choice to change your abode, change where you're living, maybe move in an apartment in a city so you can be
Yeah.
independent even if you don't see?
Yeah, you know what? I would recommend that, and because as I say, I can walk to the stores, I can take a bus if I want to go further and whatever. So I have my independence,
Yeah.
and yeah, if I and I even considered moving outside the city for cheaper rent and things like that. But what I would give up would be my independence, and I'm
Yeah.
stuck. And I am an independent person. I like doing my own thing, but I have nice friends and whatever. But I, knock on wood, I'm basically a healthy person. If this is all I have to deal with in life, well, I've got a mate in the shade, as they say. Yeah,
No, Nana, I really love your attitude, saying that if that's all I have to deal with in life, losing my vision. And for many people that are stuck in the rut, saying, oh my God, my vision is changing, I'm losing my independence, I'm getting older, I'll soon die, which we all will, by the way. And it is important to think about those things. And sometimes it's not changes in your head that are needed. Yes, the change in your head has to be making the decision to explore other options.
there are
But
options
then
available.
actually taking action
Yeah,
and doing things that you know will give you a life worth living, even
yeah,
with the limitations you are having, you can expect to have, and
it's
you will
true.
have.
It's true. I was diagnosed with glaucoma when I was 40.
Mm.
I'm 74 now. So for 34 years, I've had it. It was pretty advanced when they diagnosed me, because glaucoma is a silent stealer of sight. And what I would recommend for anybody who's watching this is get your eyes checked for glaucoma, get your pressure checked, because you don't know, you're not sure. I didn't know, and I had advanced deterioration of my optic nerve. And so, um, yeah, that would be my recommendation. Get, have
Listen,
your eyes checked for glaucoma,
go
because
see an optometrist. It's easy nowadays. It's just a puff of air. I have it checked every 2 years. It's just a puff of air.
yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
it's
hurt.
very
It doesn't
simple.
require eye drops anymore. It's easy. Get it
Right,
done, even if
right,
you're young. have your children checked, because you're right, glaucoma is a creepy thing. It creeps up over years.
Yeah.
You won't notice until it's so
And
bad.
most people are not aware that babies and young children can have glaucoma too.
Yeah,
Um, the singer, what's his name, who went blind and
doesn't
when he
matter.
was 8 years old,
Yeah,
the
doesn't
black
matter.
man. What is his name? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't
I've
ask
forgotten
me. It doesn't
offhand.
matter.
Ray Charles, and they made a movie of him. He had glaucoma and he went blind at 8 years old. And, so it's an important thing to be aware of. I'm not trying to scare anybody, not at all. But, um, it isn't just for old folks.
And it's important because it can be treated.
It
When
can be
it's early, it can
treated.
be treated, and
Yes,
the loss of vision from glaucoma can be prevented if
yes,
it's recognized early.
yes,
So go have your eyes
absolutely.
tested. Thanks, Nana. That is such an important
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely. And here's the thing for me with me now, I'm all these bruises all over my face, and I can't wear eye makeup. um, uh, but I'm really happy that I could have this done, because what it's done for me is, as we were doing, I was covering my right eye, looking through my left eye, and I can see. I, it's not that I can see better, but I can see more now in that field. And that's wonderful, isn't it? Yay!
It's
Yeah,
really true. Happiness is a choice. You choose to be happy with what you have right now. And I admire you for that, Nana.
well, thanks, Oma. I appreciate
Let's
that a
leave it
bunch.
at that. End this show. Tell us what you think about it. And if you know anybody that hasn't had their eyes tested for pressure lately,
Do it.
tell them about it. Share this. Comment below. We love from here, you. And have your eyes tested, please. Bye bye.